Hi guys, Luando here. You might think, wait, why do you speak this way? Well, I don't really speak like this. I'm using a text-to-speech generator to share my thoughts, because right now, I don't have a proper microphone for the job, but in due time, I might consider getting one. For now, bear with this AI voice, and I hope you find some inspiration in it. In any event, someone asked me to share a clip from last year where I spoke about how some scientific theories, like the Big Bang Theory or evolution, sound a lot like religious beliefs to me. And I thought I should refine my thoughts a bit, so here it is. These are just my thoughts, by the way. So welcome to the controversial thoughts and ideas of Luando the Gallant. Sounds weird? But anyway, let's dive in. So let's start with the idea that science is kind of like a religion. At first, I know this might sound strange. Science is all about facts and evidence, while religion is often based on belief, faith, and things that can't always be measured. But bear with me, as I think there's something similar going on here. Look at it this way. Take Christianity and Judaism. Christianity came from Judaism. The followers of Christ, the Messiah, had different beliefs from other Jewish people, one of which was that Jesus is both God and the Messiah, while Jewish people didn't agree with this. This led to a division, with one group branching off to form Christianity. There you have it, a religious community with different beliefs about the same root story, but the beliefs were what defined the division. Now, when I look at science, I see a similar structure. Science is a community of intelligent people who have the authority to pass on theories as facts, as long as there's agreement within their community. These theories become accepted truths, even though they can change over time. Most of the time, scientific theories are considered facts, and they help advance technology, medicine, and much of the progress we see today. But I think people often misunderstand the full implications of this. To the scientific community, these theories are truths, but they aren't necessarily universal truths, as science is always evolving. This means that for the scientific community, a fact isn't absolute, and they understand that their ideas can change with new evidence. For example, Isaac Newton came up with his theory of gravity, saying that mass generates gravity. He created equations to explain this, and this was accepted as true. But over time, as scientists observed the movement of some planets, they saw that Newton's equations didn't fully explain the observations. So was Newton wrong? No, it's not that simple. Instead, Albert Einstein expanded on Newton's theory with his general theory of relativity, which proposed that mass and energy bend the fabric of space-time, offering a more comprehensive explanation of gravity. But here's the thing. Even though Einstein's theory expanded Newton's work, it doesn't mean Newton's ideas were completely wrong. Instead, scientists viewed Einstein's work as an expansion, not a correction. And even Einstein's equations have limitations. They break down when approaching the singularity of a black hole, where gravity becomes so intense that the equations can no longer explain what happens. So even Einstein's work isn't the final unchanging truth. Science in this case shows us that truths can evolve, and we have to remain open to new ideas and expansions. Now, let's get to the Big Bang Theory and evolution. These are theories about how the universe began. The Big Bang Theory suggests that the universe started as a singularity, then expanded, and we can trace its expansion today. Evolution, on the other hand, proposes that species evolved over time, with humans sharing a common ancestor with other species like apes. But here's the issue. Neither the Big Bang nor evolution are something we can observe firsthand. Nobody was there to see the Big Bang happen. There were no eyewitnesses to evolution as it occurred. What we have are observations that scientists use to construct theories. With the Big Bang, we see the universe expanding, and that leads to the idea that it must have originated from a single point. With evolution, we look at fossil records and the similarities between species, which lead to the theory that all living beings have a common ancestor. This is where the line between science and belief becomes a bit blurry for me. Just like religious beliefs are based on faith, and the narratives passed down from generation to generation, these scientific theories are based on the observations of the community and their interpretations. It's not that these theories aren't useful, they help us understand the world around us, and they've led to amazing discoveries. But they are still just that, theories. And this brings me to another point. Science operates within a certain framework of accepted standards, and what becomes scientific truth is based on consensus within the scientific community. Just like how Christianity became its own religion through the consensus of a group of followers of Christ, science establishes its truth through the agreement of its community of experts. These theories become the accepted truth within their community, but that doesn't mean they are the universal truth. Let's go back to religion for a moment. If you believe that God created the universe in 6 days, that's your belief. If someone else believes the universe started with the Big Bang, that's their belief. The difference is that science considers its beliefs to be based on empirical evidence, while religion is based on faith. But what if we don't have empirical evidence for the Big Bang or evolution? What if, one day, someone like Ed Witten comes up with a completely new theory that explains the universe's origins in a way that fits all of the observations we currently have, but it doesn't follow the Big Bang model? If this new theory is compelling enough and is accepted by the scientific community, it will replace the Big Bang theory. The same could happen with evolution. And that's my point. Without direct evidence or an eyewitness account, we're still talking about ideas. Scientific ideas are powerful. They've brought about incredible advances, but we can't always call them universal truths. We need to acknowledge that they are theories, accepted by the scientific community until they are proven wrong or expanded upon. That's not to say that science isn't useful or important, but rather to recognize the distinction between what science holds to be true and what might actually be a universal truth, a truth that doesn't change over time. So for me, as long as there's no empirical evidence for the Big Bang or evolution, things we can observe and test directly, I have trouble categorizing them as absolute science. They're still ideas, based on the best understanding we have, but I believe we should view them with the same mindset as any other belief system.